This conference will now be recorded.
Welcome everyone. Welcome Abhay, Alam, Nemad, Sidhu. Yeah, so starting my camera as well, started the recording as well. Yeah, okay, perfect. Um, I'm sharing the screen from here. Everyone, can you see me as well? And I'm sharing the screen also from here. Let me just share it.
Yes, we can see you and hear you.
Thanks for that. Okay, thanks for the confirmation. Yeah. So Alam, you are from Youth Excellence, just to get an idea.
Yeah,
Okay, perfect. Good. So you're in a job. You're coming from technical side.
yeah. Basically, I am a electrical design engineer serving as a product manager in Pune for new IQ Technologies.
Okay, and you are building software products.
Yeah, for Autodesk, Revit.
Okay, very good, perfect, got it. Thank you. So just quick introduction. Okay, Ashraf is a front end developer. Okay, Abhay and I have worked for a lot of some software company for a long time. Abhay went to US as well for some time. He's back now. He is
Mm-hmm.
also from a technical background. He is a project manager. Okay, Rohan also is ex colleague. Okay, and he is a um, finance expert. Okay, coming from technical background, as that's good. Sidhu is into Netflix data ingestion. Okay, just for the team to understand each other, right? Yeah, good. So what I'll do is I'll quickly share this. Let me remove this. Okay, I want to share from here. Just a moment. We had one more session just now, so that what is this? Okay, PMP. Just one sec, everyone. Give me one sec. Okay. Yeah, somewhere here it should be. Yeah. So welcome. Okay, so what I've done is I have created a kind of Google Doc. Okay, which I will share. But a lot of things are here, so we'll see. Whatever I kind of comes to the mind, I just put it here. So this is I've created for this daily session only. Okay, AI mastery for daily sessions. Okay, so good. SM, just introduce yourself, please, so that we understand each other. Your experience, you come from a tech background. Okay, SM, you're from Youth Excellence. Just give a small introduction. You're coming from a technical background. What's your experience, so that we understand each other before we start. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure whether if you're speaking, you're on mute. Okay. So welcome Rohan as well. Okay. So Rohan, you joined today. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Good. 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 Okay. How should we start? Okay. So generally, what we do. Okay. We basically let me open this one. Okay. Uh, just a minute. Okay, let me open this one. Okay, yeah. So this is for the AI. Okay, so first, okay, so welcome everyone. Okay, let me formally welcome you. Okay, so welcome. Now, okay, why? What is this sessions all about? Quick introduction about it. Okay, so you know me. Okay, so my name is Tanveer. Okay, I write it like this. I founded a company called Globus. Okay, so 8 years back. I come with 23 years of experience in software. Okay, so built a lot of products, traditional rule engines. Okay, if Abhay might remember, Rohan might remember. Okay, so traditionally we have created sort of AI. Okay, sort of AI. I'll tell you why I'm talking about it. Okay, because AI is not only your LLMs and all. Okay, AI is something like AI is a big area. Okay, and we'll try to understand that. So yeah, so I have done played different roles. Okay, so and that helps me to kind of run this company. Now, if you ask me, if we are very focused on AI, because AI is something which you cannot ignore. AI will do its work, okay, and basically overtake a lot of things, okay, and that is, it will displace a lot of roles. It will change the role profiles, okay. So that is why it is very important to understand AI. Now, AI cannot be done alone, okay. It's so vast. You need a community to basically create some impact, okay. That is why the idea, okay. So the idea here, why we are doing this free sessions, okay. So generally the business we have, okay, consulting and all, we charge every hour, okay, but this I felt was okay. So there are a lot of serious professionals, okay, who want to really have okay. They want to kind of make a career in AI, understand AI. A lot of confusion is there around AI. So I felt okay, these sessions would be helping to understand. I do a lot of research, okay, and uh, I have a fair understanding. We do some development also in AI. Okay, we're trying to build that. Okay, let me show you a few things. Yeah, so the idea is what, okay, here why we are doing this is because okay, we want to first of all we want to create a community. Okay, community who can help each other. That's what we were talking about. Okay, if you have a common goal, okay, if you're trying to help each other, okay, everyone will benefit from it. Okay, so AI community, we have a group also, WhatsApp group. If you want, you can join there. Okay, second is as a company we want to do a lot of things in here. Okay, so we want to do product development, okay, consulting, training, okay, a lot of things we are trying to do. For that also we need people as well. Okay, so here if somebody is interested, okay, if the vibe is matching, okay, we will try to look if there is opportunities for some employment also, we also can provide. As a company we want to provide employment, we want to make it big, okay, we want to scale up as well. Okay, that is what another thing is. Okay, another reason to start this daily sessions. Fine. Yeah, so everyone, okay, that is why we have kept it free. Okay, so you can basically join this session every day. Same link will be there, same time will be there. Okay, Monday to Friday, 10:30 to somewhere around 12 will go for. Fine, perfect. So what do you want to discuss here? Okay, so generally, okay, so if you see AI is very confusing, very vast. So what we want, okay, I create a roadmap. Okay, let me see if I have it here. I have a roadmap like this. Okay, for your products, as a product manager, okay, or as a product owner, um, or as any person, okay, what we should do in AI, what we should start learning, okay, is basically what we'll try to see in basic foundation. Did I put it here? Lot of content is here. Okay, so I wanted to put something, but I cannot see it here right now. Okay, anyways, okay. So what we are trying to say is, okay, so I'm trying to do is, if you look at this. So, okay, we're trying to cater to two people. Okay, one is tech background. Okay, so most of the people here come from tech background, even though maybe we are not coding right now. Even I don't code. I've started as a developer, but I also don't code right now. So and second, people are like people who are kind of no coders, non-technical. Okay, non-technical. So we'll call them as product owners or project managers. Okay, product or project managers. Fine, perfect. So I'm trying to cater to these people. Okay, how should we learn AI? Okay, so how should we learn AI? Anyone? Any idea? So what are the some things, okay, which are common to both? Okay, so let's quickly do this. Okay, so that we have an understanding where we are trying to reach. Okay, so how to break? Okay, so this is kind of a roadmap. Okay, a roadmap. Okay, for AI. Okay, so tech background. Okay, so obviously now you're a tech background means, okay, if, the things which we do generally is the language which we use is the most common, and don't think about it. Okay, Python is the language you should go for. Okay, very easy, and Python we should learn. Okay, and something on SQL as well for relational database query and all. Okay, so SQL you should learn. Okay, yeah. So now the product managers may not be reading, understand they are doing this. Okay, but they should understand. Okay, understand how we are doing it. Okay, understand how this is done. Okay, I'm going to say how programming is done using Python or something, right? How programming is done. They should understand this much. Now for you guys, okay, something which also what I try to do every day is, okay, something which is happening, okay, which is the latest going on. We should also look at that every day. Okay. So what is the latest which is happening in AI? Anyone? Okay. So we saw vibe coding that day. Okay. So we'll try to again show you because some new people are there. I'll try to show you this. So vibe coding, you know what is vibe coding? So vibe coding is, okay, at least demo systems you can create in 2 minutes. Okay. I can, whatever you give me a product now. Okay. I create a working product for you right now, not production ready, but at least a demo ready product I can create for in 5 minutes. Okay, that's called vibe coding. Okay, in 5 minutes you can develop product. So if you took one day to design a product and kind of have a prototype, okay, you can do 50 products right now. Okay, in a day. That is the advantage AI is giving you. Vibe coding is what we can look at. Okay, what is the next thing? Everyone, anyone? So next thing is agentic AI. Okay, so this 2025, okay, people call this as agentic AI, and many people say that they are running their whole businesses, okay, creating this kind of agentic AI. So what is the thing is, see, you have a thousand member company, okay, maybe, okay, you can run this company now, okay, with like say this 200 agents, almost everything they can do, almost everything. Okay, that is a fact. So this 1,000 people might get reduced to maybe 100 people. Okay, that is a fact. Okay, No, again, other 900 people can do so many other things. Cyber security is there. Okay, so many evaluation is there. Prompt engineering is there. So all these things are there. Fine. Yeah. So second is agentic AI. So what we'll try to do every day is we'll try to touch on these areas. Okay, agentic AI. So we'll touch it today as well. Okay. So this is the second thing which is happening. Fine. So now about AI. Okay, so we also talk about something fundamental as well. Okay, so some basics also we try to cover every day. Okay, so it should be your routine every day. Every day, what you should do, you should touch base upon what is latest happening, so that it should not happen that okay, 6 months you are lost into some fundamental. A lot of things have actually gone ahead. Okay, so vibe coding something you want to do agentic AI. Okay, where you can now have an army of agents. Okay, and which can talk to each other, and every agent in this can talk to say 10,000 tools. 10,000 tools. So anything you want to do today, okay, you can basically do it with agentic AI. I'll show you some examples. Okay. Now, okay, so this is the latest. What else anyone has heard about? So in this, okay, when I talk about 10,000 tools, okay, we have something called as MCP. Okay, MCP, agent to agent framework. Okay, so these are so many things which are happening. So just kind of, yeah, no code and will come here. Okay, so no code and all that is there. Okay, so now what we should do is we should talk about, we should understand fundamentals as well. Yeah.
Gen AI. What about Gen AI?
Will come there, will come there. So that's what I'm coming to now. Okay, so fundamentals means, okay, we should understand what is AI. Okay, and then see what is AI. AI is basically what a bigger, okay, body of knowledge. I'll try to use notepad today so that it is a little easier. From tomorrow we'll try to use, okay, a little bit of Excel, or I'll try to use some MyRobot or something. Okay, but today I want to just keep it simpler. AI is the bigger, you can say, body of knowledge, or you can say the domain. Okay, so what is happening here is, okay, so you can basically make the systems, or your we can make your systems intelligent. Okay, that's the idea. So I try to keep it very simple. Whenever you want to learn something, okay, try to create your own definition rather than reading a definition. Okay, try to create your own definition. So see, AI is the bigger domain. Okay, so I have also created some AI systems. Okay, how I'll tell you. So AI doesn't mean that always you have to use in AI. Okay, you have machine learning. Okay, I'll just write short form machine learning. Okay, so machines are learning. Okay, so the idea is okay, so earlier the traditional programming was, okay, so let me just show it here. So the traditional programming was, okay, the way we talked about, okay, is basically used to write what, okay, you have to have an input. Okay, so the way, say, Abhay, myself, okay, we have created so many traditional softwares. Okay, we used to write a program. Okay, so basically the whole software was if then else. So I have created so many, like 10,000 lines of code, okay, of a product. Okay, where if this is a retail lending loan application, okay, so the customer comes, okay, then the user does this, he is providing some data. System should be able to understand and read that data, or basically capture that data, or some OCR or something like that, and then it saves the data, and then it processes the data. So user is doing something, system is doing something. If this is the user doing, system is doing. So this is the idea was of this program is if then else. What is the idea of this program? If then else. Okay, the whole program, if you generalize it, this is it. So we had a workflow. If this is a salaried customer, this is the workflow you should trigger. If this is the corporate customer, this workflow should trigger. If it's a dealer funding, this workflow should trigger. Okay, and if it is a salaried customer, this is the salary slip you want to take. So it's the whole program is like this. Okay, and the program is to run, and then finally we used to approve or disburse a application. So that is what, okay, the outcome. Correct. This is what you have done till now. All the SaaS products work like this. Everyone agrees to this? In short, I'm trying to oversimplify it. Okay, but we want to simplify these things, otherwise we'll get stuck into this only, right? So traditional programming, you understood, everyone. Okay, so traditional programming everyone understands. So this we can call it as, you can say, the first stage of development, you can say, traditional programming. Correct. Now what is the second stage? Okay, second stage, what we have done is, okay, so here, okay, what we have done is, this is called as traditional AI. What is this called? Traditional AI. What is traditional AI? Anyone? So traditional AI means, okay, the next what we did. Okay, also, okay, if I can draw, okay, I think so I'll use this. Just a minute. See, the way we look at this is basically what, okay, so quickly, this is the bigger circle, okay, of AI. Okay, so you can say this is your AI. Okay, just bear with my drawing. Okay, AI is basically what, any programs which I have done, which were kind of intelligent. Okay, yeah, so it can include, okay, your machine learning as well. Okay, so remember, okay, machine learning is, okay, we are trying to build these systems now, where machines are learning. Okay, so now we'll talk about that. But AI can be much more than machine learning as well. So that means rule based. Okay, some rule complex software also you can classify it as AI. Robotic process automation, you can also call it as AI. Okay, so AI is very, very big. So we'll focus on machine learning. Getting it, everyone? So what is machine learning? We'll try to understand. What is machine learning, anyone? So machines learn. Okay, so now the situation, what we are doing here is, okay, we are trying to create. So we take some data. Okay, again, we are trying to simplify and take one pattern. Okay, um, we try to train a program. Okay, we try to create so data. Okay, plus um, output. Okay, we can say is basically what we are trying to train a program like this. Okay, so now what happens when we train a program? So this program is basically the model. So this is okay, you can say this is a data. Okay, so you have a data, you can train a program on this and you create a model of this. Okay, you create a model of this. Model is weight, so you can just simplify it again like that. Okay, yeah. So this was the second stage of AI. Okay, everyone was doing what? Okay, they has to have a lot of data. For example, now, okay, I was a country head for Bajaj Finserv. What they are using is basically they are trying to predict, okay, whether this person will default or not in a loan. Okay, so how do they predict? They have this half of India, okay, 50 crore data. They can basically train a program, okay, which can basically create something like a linear regression, just to, again, for simplicity. Now with this data, what it can tell you, it can predict the future. With the past understanding, it can capture some patterns. This program can capture the patterns and it can predict the future outcomes. That means, now say for example, I have trained it over for 50 crores data of India. Okay, now if I put a person, say for example here, okay, Tanveer is applying for a loan. Now it can tell you from this 50 crore data. Okay, so this is called as self-supervised, okay, reinforced learning, you can say self-supervised learning. Automatically it will capture patterns and tell Tanveer, will Tanveer default or not. How it will tell you that, okay, it has basically that algorithm and the model and the weights. Okay, that can predict. So this was the second stage of traditional AI. Getting it, everyone? This was just to remember, okay, that here now we are not programming, we are not developing the program. Here we used to develop the program. I and Abhay have done that. Okay, a lot of people are doing it here. Okay, so traditional programming. Now you're not required to train. You're not required to write lines of code. It will automatically reprogram itself. That is why we call it as machine learning. So simple examples are spam filter, okay, on a Gmail. Okay, how does a spam gets filtered? They are not programming that. Okay, they just show you the data. Okay, that this is spam, this is not spam. They train it over like thousands and thousands of data, and now the model is able to predict, okay, whether this new mail is a spam or not. That's a very simple use case. Fine, everyone. Could you get this much? Okay, yeah. So Sania, Zishan, okay, I just randomly call out some names so that we are all active. Okay, it's night time also, I understand, but yeah, this is very important to understand. So what we are saying, second stage of AI is what? Traditional AI. What is this traditional AI? We are trying to basically get some data, okay, train a program so that it basically adjusts its weight, okay, and it creates a model. Okay, yeah. No, traditional AI is not a predefined rule, okay, but yeah, it can predict the data. Just remember this much. Okay, clear till here? Clear? Okay, you can define your own. Good that you are trying to define your own, have your own definitions as well. So this is a traditional machine learning. Okay, then comes what in this? Then you have something called as deep learning. Okay, where you try to have something like a different layers. Okay, different layers. Okay, so say for example you want to now understand an image, okay, or a video. Okay, there we try to use something called as neural network. Okay, and deep learning. Okay, so again this is like very, you can say, more or less, okay, this is something related. Okay, again we'll go into deep detail here, but just remember this was this is what, okay, now we are trying to come towards the Gen AI. Okay, somebody asked me that what is Gen AI. So the idea is what? Okay, so now we have got that deep learning. Okay, so now we are going to the third stage. Okay, so what is the third stage? Okay, the third stage, shall I write it here? So I'll just write it here. This is one. Okay, this is two. Okay, and this is the third. Third stage, what is happening now? Okay, if you see today, today how are you building these agentic systems and all? These agentic systems, this vibe coding. What are you doing basically? You're doing nothing. Okay, so basically you're trying to take this deep learning, okay, neural network. Okay, and the explosion of AI came from Gen AI, generative AI. What is the generative AI? Generative AI, you can just again simplify it as, okay, there are something called as large language models. Okay, the top companies, okay, created so big models. Okay, the underlying factor was they could understand the language. Okay, this is the main factor, always remember. Systems, okay, till now the problem was to contract with the system. You have to learn a programming language. It's a little difficult, right? Again, at least to learn SQL, okay, to basically and even talk to a database. Now, okay, the machines were so powerful, they train it so much on billions and trillions of parameters, okay, or tokens, we say, that these algorithms became so powerful they could understand the meaning of the language as well, and the context of the language as well. So, for example, if you see ChatGPT, it can do anything. Okay, just write a mail, write a letter to this. Okay, so if anything you say, it will understand on its own. Why? Because the underlying language, okay, it's able to make the sense of language. Now, is it very clear? Is it a black box or open box? Okay, I'm going to say, can you understand how this LLM is working? 70-80% you can understand how this LLM is developed, but 20% is still magic. It is really magical. Okay, even I have developed own like ChatGPT. I have developed a program. Okay, but it is still you don't understand how this LLM is able to understand that language. Okay, so I'll show you some this one as well. Okay, I'll show you the ChatGPT or any other tool will take and basically see. So that magic is there somewhere that okay, the system is able to understand the meaning of the this one as well and the context. Context means you can say the format of the English. Okay, for example, okay, even if I give a slang, it is still able to make sense. So meaning and the format also you can say of the language. Okay, that's the power of a large language model. So the major breakthrough, okay, was basically what systems are able to understand language. Okay, something called as natural language processing. Okay, this was the and the systems are able to these LLMs are able to understand the language, and from there, okay, what it could do is it could create a new content, a novel content. Okay, it can create a new text message for you, it can create an image, and it can create a video also. Okay, I'll show you again. We have seen it so many times, okay, in these sessions. So this was the real power, okay, where you could, it's not just okay that you have given a book information and it is just summarizing or giving you the output, okay, just summarizing or shortening or basically translating it. It is also creating a new content which is never there, like a human being. That is why the intelligence is there. So the breakthrough, where is the breakthrough, everyone, and where is the focus now? The third level, okay, is the third, you can say, stage of AI is basically what now what you need to do. Okay, the LLMs are so intelligent that you don't need to create this kind of programs. I'm going to say the models also. Models are there, foundational models. We say, who are the foundational models? OpenAI, ChatGPT. So we are open source as well, and we have closed proprietary models as well. Okay, these are very powerful because I have invested a lot. OpenAI, Claude, okay, Anthropic, okay, Anthropic, Claude, and Perplexity, okay, and Google, okay, Gemini, and Microsoft Copilot. Again, there are 50 others, okay, but majorly these are the very intelligent LLMs. So what we are trying to do here, okay, so we are trying to now what we need to do is basically this is having a super intelligence, you can say. LLM is very intelligent. Okay, what we need to do is basically we need to have a way to basically what extract the information. How do you extract the information from a LLM? How do you want to do something on ChatGPT? What you do? You do prompt engineering. Okay, you can call it as whatever, but it's basically the way to talk to your LLM. That is what the skill today is. What is vibe coding here? Okay, vibe coding is just okay, you can, if you can explain the this LLM, okay, or the agent. Okay, what is agent? Again, agent is just an LLM with LLM is the brain, and there are some tools which can access. This is the agent. Okay, so it all is boiling down to LLM. Okay, so the large language model. So do you understand what is LLM? LLM is basically what? Okay, it is a language model. That means it can understand English. Okay, for simplicity, right? I can I can talk to ChatGPT in English, right? So like a lot of people say the best friend is ChatGPT. Or whatever problems they're facing, they're talking to ChatGPT because okay, it is a language model which is very large. There is nothing in the world which ChatGPT doesn't know. Again, ChatGPT is just an example. Okay, you can ChatGPT means okay everything else which you talked about. Okay, Claude and like Anthropic Claude and Gemini and all the things. Okay, so but I'll just refer as ChatGPT because that's a more popular. Okay, millions of people okay, at any point in time they're using the ChatGPT. So what we have come out to today, the thing is the skill is what you need to be talking to. Okay, you should have a skill to talk to your LLMs. Okay, that's called prompt engineering. These LLMs, okay, which they can generate. Okay, they can generate what? They can generate a novel output, a new output, intelligent output. That you ask a question, will give you the answer, right? Which was not even there in the database. That's the magic it is. Even though you build your own LLMs, but still you will not be able to figure out how it has basically managed to understand that the meaning and the context of the language. It is the magic. Okay, it's literally a magic. I've been there in the IT industry from 25 years. Many people here also are there from so many years. We have built so many systems, but this kind of magic is not there. Okay, that LLM is that magic. Okay, what you can say. So Gen AI, okay, LLM is the magic. So now what we are trying to do in all the systems you see today, agentic AI is basically use the LLM as the brain. I'll show you an example as well. Okay. So I can easily ask a question, okay, to basically an LLM, it will give me the answers. For example, what should I do? For example, I want to classify a lead. Okay, let us take a very simple example, and I'll show you practical this one as well. I'll say I have a lead. Okay, I'll say I have a lead. Okay, That lead is basically what now you may have so many leads. Okay, so now you want to qualify that lead, right? That's what marketing sales. Okay, that much everyone understands now. So lead means, okay, you want to qualify that lead. Okay, whether it's a hot lead or a cold lead. Okay, hot or cold, basically everyone understands this much. Cold means, okay, it's not going to go further. So forget about it. Hot means, okay, there is a prospect, it can become a sale. It can become a sale. Okay, so I can ask, okay, if I give a LLM a context that, okay, I am trying to do this business. Okay, say for example, I'm trying to do AI training. Okay, now I want basically I want to sell this training. Okay, so what I will do, so now a lot of people approach me, so these are called the leads. Okay, so I'll find a lead. Okay, I will put them into the Google Doc. Okay, I'll put them into the Google Doc, and I will say that, okay, let me classify this Google Doc, okay, as whether this I'm going to classify this lead as, okay, whether it's a hot lead or cold lead. I'll give some criteria. So I can talk to ChatGPT, like, okay, I can talk to this LLM saying that, okay, if this criteria match, for example, criteria match means it is not, I can just give an idea of this. Okay, that, okay, if people are interested in AI training, then you call it as a hot lead. Okay, and let us go forward to for sales. If people are not interested in AI training, okay, then you call them as cold lead, and you will not invest time here. Now the power of LLM is basically what, if I had to do this, okay, in my traditional programming, okay, here I should have written as, so if you find this word in this profile of this lead, okay, then you say it's a hot lead. So it will try to find the exact word. For an LLM, it's not required because it is having that intelligence. Are you getting this? So for an LLM, I can say that, yeah, if you just try to scan this profile of a lead, okay, and you decide whether it's is suitable for AI training or not. It will tell me exactly, and I'll show you that. Okay, getting it, everyone? So where is the third gen? So the basically prompt, okay, and LLM, and basically what, okay, basically using Gen AI. Okay, Gen AI. So prompt, LLM, and basically what, now ChatGPT was there. So why we're talking about agentic AI today? Because ChatGPT cannot take action. So agentic AI is basically what, okay, we say it works on a framework called, okay, so basically it is POA framework. We say POA. What is POA? So plan, observe, and basically what, act, something like this. Okay, PAO, we say plan, act, and observe. So it can basically do the planning. Okay, who will do planning? LLM will do the planning. Okay, so every agent we can use a LLM as a brain. Okay, give it a lot of access to tools. For example, now it can, for example, I want to plan a trip. Okay, it will go to say some trip finder and basically find me. Okay, so you can use this tool, right? So now, okay, so getting it, everyone? So it can plan, it can observe. Observation also, you can create another LLM which can basically see whether it's doing the right thing or wrong thing, okay, and it can give a feedback, and this group can go and basically take an action. You plan this trip, okay, book this trip. So these kind of things can be done using your. So the third level, okay, or the third stage of AI is what? So this is called as, now this was called traditional AI. This is called as Gen AI, or you can say modern AI. Okay. So what do you need in modern AI or Gen AI today? Agentic AI, Gen AI. Today, what you need to just know prompt engineering. Okay. You need to understand LLMs. Okay. You need to understand Gen AI, and basically try to create some agentic AI. This is one role, okay, which is very common, okay, nowadays. High level, is it clear, everyone? High level. High level, is it clear? Again, I know it's a little clumsy, but this was the most simplest way I could put. Okay, yeah. So this will save you, okay, the 10 YouTube videos of 1 hour. Okay, if you understand this much, okay, 10 hours you have saved. Okay, so take away. Okay, so let me show you from the figures now. Okay, now you should be able to understand a lot of things. Okay, and these things are not told by me again. Okay, so this is I also take a lot of reference from, okay, Andre Karpati. If you have known, this is like the modern AI, you can say. So whenever everyone talks about, okay, just think, okay, where you are. Okay, classical AI, you can say, or traditional AI, modern AI. So what is the difference? Any keyword here? Traditional AI is basically you're trying to build the models. Build the models. How do you build the models? Again, supervised, unsupervised, give the data, okay, weights it manages, and they will be able to predict. So predictive engines, again, very simple example. Predictive engine, again, spam, you can say it's also a predictive engine. Fine. What is modern AI? Modern AI is like, okay, you is like an agent. Okay, so what is an agent or agentic AI? Okay, agentic AI is basically, now say for example, I want to buy a home. I want to get a flat on rent. What do I call an agent? What he does, okay, he basically scans a lot of things. Okay, he may go to a website, he may find the best properties and give me the lead. Same thing can be done using a digital agent as well now. Okay, yeah. So anything which your human does, okay, that agentic property you can put in a digital this one. And what is the brain of this? Anyone? What is the brain of an agentic AI? The brain of an agentic AI is a LLM. The brain of an agentic AI is a LLM, right? Yeah. So the brain of agentic AI is basically what? A large language model. Okay, this is called the brain of the AI. What is the hands and legs of this AI then? Agentic AI. The hands and the legs of this are the tools. What are the tools? You can get access to 10,000, okay, a million tools as well. Now it's very easy. Okay, million tools. For example, now say what do you do? For example, say I say, okay, let's go to Spain. Okay, so let's plan. Okay, so जिंदगी ने मिलेगी दोबारा. Okay, something like okay, three friends are planning to go to a trip. Okay, what do they do if you want to have a trip? First of all, we want to find okay whether Spain is a good time. Okay, then okay how to reach there. Okay, so we'll go to find the hotels there. Okay, book a flight there. Okay, so to reach that airport, we need to book a cab there. Okay, all these things. What do you do? You generally search online, right? So the LLM can do it on its own. Okay, and you can just give them access to the tools. Okay, so LLM can basically call the tools. Now, how does it call a tool? There are many methods. Okay, how do you build this agentic AI? There are many methods to do it. Okay, one is called as no code or low code. Okay, yeah, I'll come to RAG. Okay, RAG is a little old concept now. If you understand this much, okay, the RAG and all is not too much required. Okay, if you just understand this much, all this is getting covered. You can say. Okay, so how does it call? How do you build an agentic AI? Okay, so I'll give you this. Okay, agentic AI can be built with you can say no code. Okay, or with code as well. Again, let me simply very simply make it very simple. Now, what is no code? I'll show you no code agentic AI. Okay. So same for the lead management system. Okay, you can use tools like Na10. Okay, so again there are so many tools. I'll give you a big uh, yeah I can put this into PPT as well. Okay, so I'll show you that. Okay, in fact I will try to give you this Google Doc only, which is very detailed. Okay, but it will for you to read it might be a little difficult. With this overview now you should be able to read it. Okay, that's why as well. Okay, so I'll try to put it that way. Yeah, so I try to give you this Google Doc link itself. Okay, yeah. So agentic AI how can be built either by a no code or by a code. So what is no code tools? Anyone? Okay, so there are so many tools. Let me name okay the most popular which I use. Okay, very regularly. Okay, so this is like Canadian is very flexible. Okay, that is it's very powerful. Okay, and make.com. Okay, Zapier is very old. Okay, so I'm going to say from very long time. So there are so many tools. Okay, and every day you'll find some new tools. Okay, again don't worry too much about if you see the reels. Okay, and you'll get confused why every day every content creator is naming so many names. He's saying okay this is a new tool, this is an open source tool. If you understand one tool better, okay, you can easily understand any other tool. I'll show you that. Okay, if you understand anything, okay, make is also like 90% same. So don't worry too much about okay what are the new tools coming. Okay, that is fine once, but slowly and very clearly you should be able to understand okay one tool very well. Okay, so what are the no code tools? Okay, so example is Na10, make, Zapier. Okay, there are so many others. Okay, which we'll see. Okay, Na10 we'll see today. What are the coding tools then? How do you create an agentic AI? You can code in Python. Okay, you can code in Python. Okay, the most popular framework here is LangChain. Okay, just remember this much. Again, LangChain is the not only one. Okay, so now LangGraph has come. Okay, if you want I can show you one, basically create some again these trainings are basically what, okay, every training will not cost you less than 1 lakh rupees. Okay, so be serious here. Okay, and this is for technical people. Okay, you can write a code. See this, even if you see this, okay, what this Na10 is basically what they have used in this kind of frameworks, and basically they have given a UI. In fact, we also have created this kind of workflows. Okay, so in my when we were developing this traditional software, it was not so intelligent because we didn't have a LLM then. That's the only difference. Fine. So no code tools are what? No code tools are these LLMs. Okay, so Na10, Zapier, okay, make, these are the no code tools. What are the coding tools? Coding tools. Okay, what are the coding tools for agentic AI? Everyone, LangChain, LangGraph. Okay, Crew.ai. Okay, we can basically have one. Okay, small agents. Okay, small agents. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we can use Crew AI. These are the most popular. So why I'm trying to write these names is because okay, if you just see what are the tools of no code, you will spend 3 months. Okay, because there are thousands of tools there, and there's a list is never ending, and every hour you will see there's a new tool. So don't try to run behind those tools. Take the most popular. How do you find the most popular? Okay, just ask ChatGPT. Okay, take my word on it. So whatever I am saying, if you can follow for the next 3 months, okay, you will definitely have a very clear okay roadmap. Okay, how to go about it. Fine, everyone. Yeah. So now, okay, what is the takeaway from this? Okay, whatever time we have spent, okay, around 30 minutes. What is the takeaway? So what we have talked about is okay, we were traditionally doing programming, correct? Now what we did is okay, we had models. Okay, so this was their machine learning. Okay, where you can have predictive models, where you can learn from the previous data, find patterns, and able to predict further. Fine. What is a modern AI? Modern AI is basically what you'll have a something called like okay, now you what you need to do is basically you should have a understanding about context. I mean to say take a LLM, okay, which is the brain. What tools you want, just find out the tools, and you can give it a goal, and the agentic AI will basically reach the goal for you, okay, or it can do any activity uh, for you. Fine. Yeah. So now, okay, how do you build this agentic AI? Okay, so agentic AI is basically what no code tools and code tools. Okay, if you are not a hardcore developer, you can start with no code tools. Okay, that's what we'll do today. Okay, if you are a hardcore developer, you do every day you're playing with it. So for example, Ayaz bhai here is a Ayaz bhai is here, yeah, so he's a expert, okay, developer. Okay, so I know, I can understand. If you given if even if you give me 1,000 lines of code, I'll be able to understand. If you are that kind of person, okay, go with this. Okay, so if you can understand this, okay, this is becoming very easy for you. Again, it depends, okay, but finally you should know both. Okay. Yeah. So is this clear, everyone? Okay, this is something which I have thought 100 times. How do I summarize everything? Okay, this is how you can summarize. So a lot of confusion. Okay, now what is AI? Everyone is so confused. Is chatbot and AI? Some people are talking about predictive engine. Some people are talking about agentic AI. So where everything falls? Okay, this is what it is. Okay, if you can understand this much, okay, you have got a very good clarity. So where should you focus now today? Today you should focus on agentic AI. I'm going to say at this age. Okay, so even classical, okay, you may have the use cases. Okay, so we'll talk about use cases as well. Today I'll just give an overview. From tomorrow we will take some sessions on classical AI. I'll try to show you with Python language how you can basically build a model from an algorithm with some data. Okay, or again remember that, okay, so this is a little bit painful process. The data you get is basically what very painful to organize the data, clean the data, feature engineering, okay, all this, data exploratory data analysis. So that's a dirty work, okay, in this to build a model. So building a model or choosing an algorithm is not the major thing. Okay, the 80% time is basically what focused on data, right? Yeah. And okay, so this is maybe it has a limited use case nowadays, okay, if you look at, but the main focus is here. Everyone is basically talking about this. Getting it, everyone? So what is an agent? Agent basically what talks about is it has a brain, it has some tools, and it has memory. It has memory and the context. Okay, it has a memory and the context. So the skills is basically what you should be able to configure you should be able to configure an agentic AI either using low code, no code tools like this N810, or a coding tool, okay, like LangChain and LangGraph. Okay, yeah. And basically what, okay, you will start with this, okay, and try to use a lot of tools. Okay, so you can have access to 1 million tools and all. So that is how you'll use, okay, MCP, and then you'll have an army of agents. Then you'll that agents will talk to you using something called as agent to agent framework. Fine. Yeah. So little more things. I have oversimplified this, okay, I know, but if you have understood this, okay, this is what I wanted to show you first. Clear, everyone? So where you'll focus? We'll focus on here. So now the what are the rules? Okay, just give you an idea. Okay, so this is gone. Okay, so now, okay, with if I talk about vibe coding. So today what is happening is why this AI is becoming so powerful. Okay, if I just talk about, say for example, okay, my area is just to give you the, I want you to appreciate the power of AI, and that is why it's so important to learn it. Is, for example, okay, I talk about, say, my project management. Okay, so for example, how this company is run. Okay, so not only project management, say portfolio management. Okay, program management and project management. Let me just give an. So this is from an AI perspective. I'm not trying to teach you this. Okay, you can say something like product management as well. So now what used to happen here? Okay, so just to give an idea, what was portfolio management? Okay, for example, senior management in the company, they kind of decide, or they kind of select the right projects. Okay, select the right projects, which AI can do it for you very easily. It can understand last 10 years history of data, it can understand the vision. It can basically suggest which project you should go for. Okay, then you basically start new big programs. Okay, and then, okay, the programs has, okay, small projects under it. Okay, not small, but the component, okay, program is basically having a lot of projects under it. So the AI can do all these things for you automatically. Then you can build an agent for that. In fact, you can build an agent for any process which you're doing in a company. Okay, operations. Okay, very common examples are chatbots, operations. This is sales, marketing. It's all done through kind of agentic AI now. Okay, even this you can do. And what is project management? Okay, then you basically, when you start a project, you understand, okay, what should be your scope, schedule, cost, quality. Okay, what should be your approach? Okay, how would your governance? Okay, how would you basically do this project and all these things? That all AI, agentic AI can do it for you, and I can show you to you. Now the problem is there are so many things which I want to show, but okay, when to show, how to show, like, is what I keep thinking. Okay, but just remember, okay, anything for that matter. So let's take another example. So this is what, okay, this is like your senior management is going, like senior management. If 10 people were taking, say, 15 days to do this. Now 2 people can do it in 2 days with this is called as augmentation, productivity augmentation using AI. Okay, program managers, you'll have, if you have 10 managers, now program manager, you'll need only 1 or 2. Project manager, 80% of the work, okay, AI can do for you. Product management, okay, 80% of the work, product AI can do for you. Agentic AI can do for you now, right? So this is what, okay, augmentation AI is very good. Okay, augmentation means it is not that, okay, AI is okay. So now, if you have heard about that movie, right? Mission Impossible, okay, the latest one. This is the last movie, right? From that, okay, now AI takes over the world. Okay, that is very, very far away. It's not. It's not that, okay, that the company will be taken over by AI and it is by itself autonomously running the company. No, human is always in the loop. Okay, but the kind of people we needed, okay, it is going to be reduced from 100 to maybe 15, 20 people is enough. And what they could do in one day, okay, that 50 times 50x multiplier is there on the productivity. That is what AI is going to be used for. Clear, everyone? So one example is this. Second example, okay, lead management we'll see now. Okay, so lead management is very complex. In fact, okay, if you see, I spend a lot of time because I have a consulting training company, okay, and we work on B2C as well. B2C means I train professionals, okay, in project management, okay. Like Sidhu here, okay, we are doing PMP, he's going to write the PMP exam now. Anyone else is here, okay. So I have trained more than 5,000, maybe 10,000 people. 5,000 have like more than 5,000 people have passed PMP under me. Okay, so we do so much training. So what happens is every day somebody is calling. So I have to take the call. Okay, I have to understand whether this person is really going to serious to join. Okay, whether he'll be going to convert. So that I can basically what I can automate. So it's like a CRM. Okay, some customer relationship module is there, like Salesforce something. You can integrate with agentic AI. Okay, so agentic AI we have to learn from a coding perspective finally, because now what will happen is, okay, even though I have a CRM, okay, CRM everyone understands. Okay, customer relationship module. Okay, like Salesforce, everything, okay, AI will basically what be integrated in that. Horizontally AI will get into everything, whatever your every tool, okay, every SaaS tool, okay, SaaS is dead, you can say SaaS is basically going to take over by AI. So that is why we need some coding tools as well, okay, to understand how to integrate this AI, okay, within these tools, right? Yeah, so I'll show you one, okay, today. I'll show you a very simple workflow. Okay, so AI, agentic AI will basically what, okay, qualify it, okay, so it can do everything. I can call the person, write a mail to the person, okay, and I can show you hundreds of use cases where it almost autonomously it can work. Almost autonomously it can work. Good. So what we talked about, okay, if you want to show this, okay, so now I can show you here, okay. This is what we talked about, okay. We talked about artificial intelligence. What is artificial intelligence? Okay, computers basically making computers, you can say, or systems having intelligence. Okay, intelligence means they are not dummy. Okay, they are not dumb. Like, okay, you tell them, okay, exactly this has to be done. Like programmatically we used to do that, but these systems are more smarter. Okay, yeah. So you can say that's what artificial intelligence. Machine learning is what machines is basically what taking some previous examples, okay, and they can make sense out of it. This is a little magic is there. Like LLM is also like that only, right? If you, even though say ChatGPT is trained on the whole of internet and Wikipedia and all these things, but how to make the sense out of it is very difficult. Even if you spend say 6 months, how this LLM is built, you still not be able to tell me that exactly what they have, what, like nobody knows this. Okay, it's like a black box to everyone. How it is making able to make sense programmatically, I understand 90% of it, but still beyond a point, okay, there is some intelligence in it. Okay, so there is that magic in it. Okay, so that's what we say machine learning. Okay, so machine is learning, and if you say ChatGPT is learning, okay, like very very fast. Okay, so like every day it is learning a lot of things. For example, say you have seen my messages. How do I write this message? I'll say, okay, message, okay, for daily, okay, AI session. I'll just say this. Okay, it'll give me what, can you see the message which you saw? Can you see how it has understood and everything it has given? We have a PMP, so everything you see from my side, okay, mostly it is written by this, okay, by ChatGPT. So I'll say, for example, okay, we have a daily session, okay, so message for daily PMP session. So it'll give me a message like this. So now, okay, how it is able to do it? Okay, so 90% can tell you how it is, but 10% magic is there. Okay, so that you have to appreciate. Okay, can you see this is what you see my messages here, okay, and every day I do so many things, okay, which I use ChatGPT for. So one takeaway, you should start playing with these tools. Okay, so for example, say I had got a training. So in a particular yesterday, I had got 2-3 trainings. Okay, one is I got a training for BA. Okay, so now the email comes. I'll show you the email. So I'm just trying to show you how this power of LLM. So what is ChatGPT? It is like a large language model, means what it is trained on a very, very big data and is able to tell you all these things. Can you see? What information I give? Nothing. Okay, I just gave it very small information, but it's able to tell me a lot of things. from some context and some intelligence. Okay, so this is the machine learning we are talking about. Fine. So quickly I'll just show you one more of example. If I see this, say my this one, yeah. So let me show you tomorrow. Yesterday is this one. Okay, so I got an email for say um, email for, so we have got a certification training for CPM AI. Okay, can you see training requirement for CPM AI? Okay, I got a training requirement for business analysis. Okay, yeah. So yeah, can you see? No, let me just show you business analysis. Business analysis. Yeah, can you see this? Okay, business analyst training. Okay, July 7th. Can you see this? So now this training has come. Okay, so we had one more training. Okay, which is say agentic AI. So every day I have to respond to so many emails. How do I respond to that? If I start responding manually, it is very difficult. Okay, so let me show you. Say I wanted to respond to, say for example, can you see this Accenture? Okay, they wanted to have a training on Gen AI and agentic AI. So I got this email. Okay, every day I get this like these emails. Okay, so many things. So how do I do this? As I showed you that day. Okay, so I just take this email. Okay, yeah. So now this is the email I've got. Okay, so this is basically what they're asking for: generative AI and agentic AI training. So I'll just say reply positively. Reply positively. Okay, and give me a table of contents we say in training. Correct. So I'll just put this. Okay, and basically I'll say reply. Okay, I'm just trying to show you that with these LLMs you can do a lot of things. Can you see? Okay, it is like I've seen this. Okay, so this is the email. Okay, from who has written this email. Okay, we can understand. Okay, Joshna has written this email. Okay, now it has responded. Okay, that this is Joshna. Okay, thank you for this. I am delighted. Okay, this is the this one as well. Okay, yeah, can you see? So what is my technical slots? Okay, because of some context it has. Okay, the way I work. Okay, the way I want to see this, I have given some idea. It is giving me this output. Can you see this? Yeah, I can just copy this and paste. That is how I have reply. If you see, okay, my reply would be something like this only. Yeah. So this is like, okay, this is from here only I have copied it. I just give my email also. Sometimes it forgets. Okay, so I just put my email. Okay, and now I'll say mobile number as well. Okay, I'll just put this one. Automatically now you'll see that this is updated. This called as, okay, you can say few short prompting. So now you'll see, okay, it'll update it. It automatically understand, okay, that this is my email and this is my mobile number. Mostly, okay, we'll see this. Yeah. Again, who is driving this? I am driving it. I give you the mail. I give, and I can evaluate as well, okay, whether what it is giving. So remember, this LLMs are probabilistic systems. Okay, they can hallucinate a little bit. Okay, so you should be in control. So let me give an example. Okay, vibe coding is very good, but sometimes vibe coding can go wild. If somebody has done coding, okay, and then he has used vibe coding, he is very in control. He's very much in control what the LLM is giving it out. So we have to be a little careful also. Can you see it has put my number, email, okay, my company, everything, right? Getting it? So is it powerful, everyone? So LLM, okay, is a little bit magical. Okay, even though I come from like 25, this is the 26th year of my IT experience. Okay, but still there is a magic in AI. Okay, again, okay, technical person should not talk like this. Okay, you spend 3 months, 6 months only on LLMs, okay, and still you'll not be able, you'll say there's some magic. So that is the magic, okay, we want to use. Obviously, we want to use the magic for our advantage. So how do you use magic? Okay, what we'll do, okay, say for example now, yeah, I wanted to show you this. We were revising this, okay, so yeah, so this was we were talking about. So this is machine learning, okay. So machine learning, okay, is basically what computers, okay, are able to intelligently understand. Okay, then okay, deep learning. Okay, so again, okay, another way to look at it is, okay, artificial intelligence is basically what human like intelligence. Okay, so what is intelligence? We discussed, right? Intelligence is something, okay, you're not, for example, okay, we train a kid, okay, now that kid becomes one day a doctor, and he basically performs an operation. Now every operation is not exactly something. He's basically what, every step by step he's not trained on everything. For example, another example would be, okay, so for the kids you train something. For example, you'll say to the kid, okay, so this is how you eat. Okay, this is how you eat. Okay, say for example you have and then, okay, the kid might be able to intelligently think that, okay, this is how we'll drink water. Okay, eating is something like this, and drinking, okay, something we want to do like so. Maybe the kid thinks a little bit on its own. That is intelligence. Getting it? So only humans had intelligence. Okay, systems, the way we used to traditionally program the systems, okay, whatever we used to say, only that much they used to do. There was no self intelligence of the system. Okay, that is what we are talking about, artificial intelligence. Okay, this much is enough. Okay, Machine learning is algorithm that learn rules automatically from the data. Okay, so again, traditionally, and now okay, we have moved to LLMs, large language models, which are basically what very intelligent. Okay, this is also an algorithm you can say, but it is having that natural language processing. It can talk in English with you, prompt engineering. Okay, and basically what it can basically understand. Okay, so natural language processing, and it is trained on billions of parameters. It can make sense of the meaning. Okay, again you can see, you can talk all slang. Okay, you can make all the spelling mistakes, still be able to understand how it is understanding that. So it has some intelligence. Okay, algorithms that can learn rules, that can have intelligence. Okay, this is called machine learning. Okay, deep learning is basically what machine learning with neural networks consisting of many layers. Now if the intelligence has to be more, okay, you can say the layers, okay, how the probability and this weights are managed. Okay, you will need multiple layers. That's called neural network. Okay, just for the simplicity of understanding. Now okay, so now within that deep learning you have large language models. Okay, and from there Gen AI is basically the next revolution which has come in AI is because of Gen AI. Okay, so what is large language models? Okay, large language models are deep neural networks for parsing and generating human like text. Okay, this is large language models, which is the underlying thing is basically the language understanding. So this called as NLP, natural language processing. Gen AI is basically what involves the use of neural network, okay, to create new content, novel content, which was again the next thing. For example, have I stored this email somewhere which I had to create? Now it can understand and you can give it anything for that matter. Okay, I have used ChatGPT to such. If you show, you will get. If I show you, you will get amazed. People, it is ChatGPT itself is performing the role of a legal advisor. It is performing the role of a counselor. It is performing the for psychologist. It is performing the role of so many things. Okay, again, it's probabilistic, but it is doing a good job. That is why people are using it. Fine. Yeah. So Gen AI is basically what? Okay, uses the deep neural network to create new content. Okay. Yeah. Now, okay, we can just understand. Okay, so large language model, there are a lot of details which I have given. Okay, and you can go through. So technical things I want to discuss slowly. Okay, but at a high level, if you're able to understand, okay, then you'll start making sense of all the content. Okay, if I just give you this, you will not be able to understand. Okay, we have so large language model is what? Okay, let us try to understand from here. Is there any simpler figure? Okay, so large language models we'll try to understand from here. So large language models are what? Yeah, so large language models are refer to a type of machine learning model that is trained on large amount of text data. So let's try to break it out. So first of all, it is a language model. So language model means okay, it is basically able to make sense of the meaning of the sentence as well. See, if you programmatically, if you are like a programmer, if you think okay, if I give you say 1,000 words, okay, you can memorize the 1,000 words. Okay, and if I ask okay, like if I take your test, what is the fifth sentence? Okay, fifth sentence, you will just repeat the sentence. That's called memorization and recall, right? But if I tell you okay, that okay, now you have this 1,000 lines of 1,000 lines of 1,000 sentences, say for example 1,000 words, can you summarize this in 10 lines? Only a human can do it, right? Yeah. So for that, you need to understand the whole context. You need to understand the meaning of that 1,000 words. Are you able to understand, everyone? So okay. So the language model understands the meaning of the sentence as well, not only the words or the sequence of words. Okay, that is one thing. Okay, the format and the sequencing of words is fine, but to understand the context, okay, the meaning, and then give out a in a natural language, give out the answer. Okay, it's called inference. Is the magic. Okay, what language model is. Okay, yeah. So model okay is a program. Okay, with like it's a trained model, you can say, right? Yeah, and large because okay, generally we have seen that the intelligence improved. Okay, the more parameters means okay, the words you can say or text which is trained on, the more larger it became, the language model could do a lot of things. So that is why. So now we can say it is like GPT-4 is trained on something like okay, I think so 1 trillion parameters. So that's why large. Okay, so it is like everything in the on the internet it has scraped. Okay, and now people are now restricting scraping and all. Okay, so but they have done their work. So this is called as foundational. Okay, foundational LLMs. Okay, what are the foundational LLMs? Anyone can talk about? OpenAI. Okay, so ChatGPT like OpenAI models are there. Okay, these are the foundational models. So today, okay, that level 3, okay, what we talked about is basically what using the right model. For example, if you want to use reasoning here, you will use O3. If you want to be very like general, okay, chat GPT 4.0. Faster is basically what meaning. Okay, so your way you can interact with this prompt engineering, we can interact with this LLM. You can choose the right LLM and you can give it. If we can give you right tools, okay, that's what they have added here. Can you see? So say deep research will give you a different answer. Okay, add the tools which you want. Okay, it will give you a, it basically it can take. So now only thing is it cannot take an action. Okay, that's what it cannot do. So agentic is what agentic we have done is we have also allowed it to take some action. Okay, so that is what. Okay, so in a very simpler way we can say, okay, agency level for ChatGPT is very less. Okay, it can basically summarize information, repeat that. So can you say you can say, if you can mark my calendar, if I say, you'll say I'll not be able to mark your calendar because it doesn't do that. It is not an agent. Okay, the agency level in ChatGPT is basically what, very less. We'll say that I cannot mark my calendar. Can you see? So I'll just try to say, okay, yes. It will tell me the steps to do it, but it will not be able to do it. Yeah. Yeah. So can you see it's not able to do it? But I have so many other tools which can do it. This one. So for example, as I gave you that example, so GenSpark is one of the, say, simple agentic AI, which basically what, okay, if I can give the same thing, okay, if I say, for example, I give the same example here, okay, this one. So if I just take that, okay, so my daily this one, and I say, okay, mark the calendar, it'll be able to mark. Okay, yeah. So I showed you this also, right? So I'm just trying to show you, before we go into technical details. Okay, I want to show you. I want you to appreciate that. Okay, that how it is working. If you can get curious about it, okay, you will start. You'll start making sense very easily. Okay, yeah. So let me just try to log in here. Okay, it's not logged in. Yeah, sign up. Not sign up. Okay, I want to log in. Yeah, Google will come up. So once I log in, okay, now it is able to connect to my Gmail, okay, or connect to my calendar, and automatically it will mark my calendar. I showed you that, right? So if you go to my calendar, okay, and say 8 July, okay, I don't have meetings right now. Say for example, so this is my another calendar. Okay, I have another, so it can easily mark my calendar. Okay, if I just say mark my calendar, fine. Yeah. So yeah, GenSpark. Let me log in from another. Okay. Okay. No problem. Okay, so here it can take an action also. Okay, so the best examples for agentic AI is like Manas is one of the examples. Okay, so agentic AI is basically what, it can take a lot of actions. It can take a lot of actions. Okay, so Manas, anyone has heard about? Okay, so this is something you should know about now if you are going to this field. Okay, so now I can show you, okay, a very simple example, okay, which I have shown also, but I have not created something new, but I think so I can show you a simple example. I can use a tool like Anytin, okay, and basically basically do a lead management kind of a thing, okay. So let me see if I have this already. Yeah, I have it here. Say for example, I want to basically what, okay, so let's do a quick this one, agentic AI, okay, before we go ahead. Now, okay, sorry, I am jumping a little bit, okay, because today I want to just give you an overall thing, okay, what we are trying to do, and I want you to focus on the most important thing. If you try to learn AI, okay, which I have been also doing from last 2 years, you'll spend lakhs of rupees, okay. Like prompt engine, somebody charging 20,000 rupees, okay. Just generic AI, somebody is charging you 20,000, 30,000 rupees. You'll spend up, okay, end up spending say 5-10 lakh rupees, and you'll reach up nowhere. Smart thing is what, okay, you should find out what is the latest thing, okay, and try to jump into it, and then try to understand the basics of it. Fine, everyone. So let's understand what we are doing. Okay, so this is like an editing workflow. Again, it's very simple. It is like no code. Okay, we have kind of, even if I go back say to 15 years, okay, what might be doing, we have created this kind of software. Okay, only thing that like workflow configuration used to say, okay, workflow orchestrator used to say. Okay, so now same way, okay, like double click this. Okay, what you can do. So now what I'm showing, okay, was there, but LLM was not there. Okay, so this is what we're doing. So now the example I'm showing you is basically, say I have a lead management. Okay, so for example, I have some leads. Okay, so quickly I'll show you here. Um yeah, here. Say I have some leads like this. Okay, so whenever a lead comes, okay, I can connect my lead management to this. Okay, say for example, my lead management to this. Okay, so whenever a lead comes, so whatever CRM software I have, okay, I can integrate this with my WhatsApp, I can integrate with my Telegram, and my CRM. Okay, and basically say for example, I get a new lead now. Okay, so the new lead is, okay, so who is new today? Okay, say Rohan is new today. Okay, so Rohan has, okay, so a new lead for me. Okay, and what I do is, okay, so today is what, 8 July, right? This is still 30 minutes for 8 July. So 11:30, okay, he is basically messaged me. Now I have not contacted Rohan. So my aim is what? Okay, anyone who is interested in AI, okay, I will give some information about Rohan here. Okay, say now, okay, uh, now the aim for me, I am trying to get my leads for AI training. Okay, so who should basically be the part of the training? Who somebody who is enthusiastic and somebody who is interested about this, okay, AI. So now if Rohan is interested, okay, I'm creating an agentic system which should basically qualify him as a good lead. Okay, yeah, we should put it here. Now there are nothing here. Okay, can you see? There's nothing here. Okay, now, okay, my system, if Rohan is interested, say AI is he's enthusiast, and we have one more person, okay. Say for example, let's put another one. Okay, I ask by just put your name. Okay, say I ask by for just for the name this one. Okay, just for the sake of thing. Okay, he is not interested in AI. Okay, yeah, AI not interested. Okay, just something like this. Okay, can you see? I'm just putting some slang language here. I am not saying Ayaz bhai is not AI interested in AI. I'm just saying AI not interested. Still it will be able to make sense. That's what I'm trying to show you again and again here. Now, okay, my idea is what? Okay, I have created a agentic AI here. Yeah. So I will take this Google Sheet. Okay, so this is a Google Sheet. Okay, again, how do I connect? I'll just say Google, my Google account. Okay, it will basically pull out this sheet. Okay, which is the sheet here. Okay, and from that sheet, okay, so this is the sheet. From that sheet, I will take the lead data. Okay, and I want to just take. So I will say fetch test event. Okay, so fetch means what? It will read that sheet. Okay, it will read that sheet. Fine. Yeah, so can you see here? Okay, if I go here now, I should get this is the last page. Ayaz bhai is here. Okay, and Rohan is here. Fine, everyone can see this. Yeah. So this is the first step. Is I'm able to connect to my lead. Fine. Okay, no worries. So I have got this. The second is what? I will only check people who I have not contacted yet. Somebody who I have contacted, then I will not. So this is what again the lead. I will say nurturing the leads. We say okay, nurturing the leads means okay. I have to basically what somebody who I have not contacted with. Okay, so not processed or not contacted. Okay, so yeah, so I have kept a filter here. Okay, what is the filter? Again, it's very easy. I will say that okay here processed. Okay, so I have seen this. Okay, I have taken this like this. Okay, I put it here. Okay, processed is equal to no. Okay, that's the second filter I put. Now what I'll do is I will add an agent here. Okay, I'll create a new one also show you, but just to understand this and try to save time, I have an agent here. Okay, what is this agent? Okay, you can use any agent, DeepSeek, Gemini. Okay, so I have used here. I have used okay. So agent I will put. So I just add an agent and then you see which model you want to use. Okay, so the model is OpenAI. I'm trying to use. Okay, so this is like I am. It's my favorite. Okay, like everyone. Okay, so now you can have another 20 tools here. Okay, anything which you like. Okay, we'll add some more tools as well. Okay, so what we are doing here, okay, so in this for this OpenAI agent, okay, the way I was talking to ChatGPT, I will give it a prompt. What is the prompt? I'll say, okay, I'm defining the prompt below. The prompt is, okay, let me just give you the prompt. The prompt is you are a helpful assistant, okay. Your task is to basically what? Filter potential agents for high. You can say people who are interested in AI field or not. Okay, that is what okay is filter is this. Okay, so you're looking for people who are interested in AI or not. Okay, that is the role of this lead management agent. Getting it, everyone? So it has to filter, correct everyone? So now I can add lot many tools and memory and all, okay, but I'll not go into that right now. Okay, then what I will do, so what I feel, okay, that whatever it is giving the output, okay, I want one more person to check it. So I will add one more agent. I will use some other tool. Right now I have used GPT for mini. Okay, and what I'm trying to ask it is basically let me go here. So I'll take this agent. I'll say that whatever the previous agent has given you, okay, you just try to validate whether it's a correct understanding, whether it's a correct lead. This one as so you are a helpful agent. Okay, respond by writing a detailed reasoning paragraph. Okay, by analyzing the lead. Okay, that is come. Okay, be very ruthless. Okay, include a yes or no. Okay, like this. Fine, everyone. So now tell me, okay, with this understanding, what it should happen now. Okay, when I execute the workflow, okay, what it should do is basically it should take okay people who have not processed, okay, and then it should basically qualify this lead. Fine, yeah. So it should qualify these two leads. Okay, so now whom it should qualify? ISY it should not. You say ISY is not interested in AI, so it should not qualify ISY because he will not be interested in the training. Rohan will be interested, so he is usually he should be qualifying this lead. Okay, like this. Okay, like this. Okay, yeah, getting it, everyone. So let's see how it does. Okay, so now I will do. So what I will do, I will run this. Okay, workflow. Okay, so I will run this workflow. So I'll say execute workflow. Okay, it is executing. It will show you which leads it has taken, what it has filtered. So that is the that's the use of these tools, right? So you can see, okay, what leads it has filtered. Can you see? It has filtered these two. Can you see Rohan and Ayaz? Okay, it has filtered these two, right? And now if I go to this one, okay, OpenAI, yeah. Can you see Rohan appears to be a promising lead? Perfect. Ayaz, okay, with the profession explicitly listed as AI would ordinarily be potential lead, okay, but not interested, okay, disqualifies them immediately. Can you see? Only with that small prompt, okay, it is able to understand this, okay, yeah. And again, okay, the validation, again, we'll see the validation. What is so Rohan is lead by characterized by ambiguous, okay, and okay, it has tried to, let me see. Ambiguous and unprofessional presentation indicated by name and timestamp without any clear, okay. Uh, okay, so maybe it has not validated this one. Okay, but let's see what it has done. So I'll go to this one. Okay, I'll see. So now Rohan is basically what qualified. Okay, and it should be contacted. Ayaz Bhai is not qualified. Can you see here? Yeah. So if I have say every day, if I have 10,000 leads, okay, it will automatically basically qualify these leads like this. I can again build agents like this, okay, like 50 level agents. I can have an army of agents, okay. How we can organize these agents, okay. There are so many ways. I can add so many tools, okay. So let me show you how did we do this, okay. So we'll say a workflow, okay, and we'll say a workflow like this, okay. Personal, save. You can say personal also, you can say professionals also. So like say basic workflow, something like this, okay. Yeah. So I just close this. Okay. So what you'll do is the first step was what? Okay. So how do you want to trigger this? Okay. On a schedule, on a webhook call, some screen is calling, on a form submission, on a chat message from WhatsApp or SMS. There are so many ways you can trigger this, or you can trigger manually as well. Okay. What you can do is, okay, the triggering is, say for example, from Google, okay, Sheets, okay, Google Docs or Google Sheets, okay, like this. Okay. That's what we did. How do you want to update? So for example, on row added, okay, on row updated or row added or updated. So we can say row added, something like this. Okay. It'll ask me to basically select a credential. I'll say create a new credential. Okay. If I just say sign it with Google, okay, it will basically help me to, like, I can sign it with Google. Okay. This is how I'll be able to connect. Now, once I sign it with Google, whatever under TAN email, okay, docs which are there, okay, the Google Sheets are there, it will show me. I can connect, right? Yeah. So they have made it so simple. Okay, they have made it so simple. Okay, so now it is connected. Okay, now every minute I want to check it. Okay, and the list is what, it will show me the list. Can you see? This is the list, right? And row added. Okay, and from the list I want to check what? Okay, lead data. So this is the first sheet, right? This is the lead data is the first sheet. I want to check it from here. Getting it, everyone? And I'll say, okay, this is, I'll say fetch event just to check whether it is connected well. Problem in Google Sheets. Let me just check what happened. Every minute from lead data on row added or row updated, like this. I'll say fetch data event. Okay, anyways, okay. I'll just check that. Okay, so when you can add, okay, you basically can add an agent like this here. Okay, agent means it will take some action. Okay, so what is this agent? Okay, you can say what is the agent and what you are trying to do. Okay, so you can say I want to define below a prompt. How do you want to use it? Okay, so again you can just go to ChatGPT and say, okay, give me a system prompt. Okay, give me a system prompt. Okay, for a lead qualifying agent, lead qualifier agent. Yeah, you just take, you'll give you that. Okay, just copy paste there. Can you see? The rate qualifying agent, okay, from TAN Globus, okay, so this is what it is, right? The tone should be like this, okay, it's just giving everything. So now what it is trying to understand is, okay, if somebody is calling for PMP, AI, data science and all, okay, just qualify them as good lead, okay? How to start and everything it is also talking about, okay? Yeah. So I think this is enough, okay? So now I just put it here, okay, execute this step, okay, and add a chat model, okay? So how do you chat model? So now you can select a model, okay? Or how model you will select? So you can select all this, can you see? From DeepSeek, okay, from Google Gemini, Google Vertex, okay, Mistral, okay. So some are open source, some are closed. Okay, you can go to Open Router as well. Open Router is the Google of models, okay. Yeah, Grok, okay, OpenAI. So let's say who's OpenAI, okay. Yeah, and you can select the credits. How do you connect OpenAI? Okay, so if you go to OpenAI, you can basically generate a key. Okay, let me show you. Okay, so for example, okay, OpenAI, yeah, uh, API key. Just search like this. Okay, you'll go to platform.openai like this. Okay, here you can go. So you will have a login. You have to basically give some balance like $5. Okay, yeah, if you can give that, okay, it'll give you API key, and you can basically, it is very cheap. Even if you say messages, say you can use 10,000 messages, it will still charge you maybe half a dollar. after 10,000 messages. So don't worry, you can just spend like this. Okay, $5 you can keep. You will use it for 6 months, 1 year. Okay, still it will not get over. So the charges they have kept right now is very low. Okay, so you can use this. So go to OpenAI. You can create a key like this. Okay, you can go here. Okay, and API keys. Okay, you can go to API keys like this. Okay, create a new secret key. Okay, you can say today is what, 8 July, right? Yeah, and you can say create secret key. It will give a key like this. So copy this. Okay, and go to here. Okay, and put the API key here. Okay, yeah, organization ID is here somewhere. Okay, so go to organization ID. Yeah, here. Okay, done. Don't share API keys because otherwise it's like a password. Okay, if we go to dashboard, uh, you have to register as a business, I think so, right? And what you should do is basically you should use your organization ID. Okay, where is organization ID? Just a minute. Yeah, somewhere here. Go to settings. Okay, go to settings and you'll have this organization ID here. Can you see? And you can go here and put the organization ID here. Okay, yeah, and this automatically will take this. So you can connect to any language model like this. What was the idea? Okay, connection tested successfully. Can you see? So it is now connected. Getting it? Yeah, just don't share an API key. You can delete also. You can create any n number of this one, n number of keys. So you are done with this. Getting it, everyone? So what further? What you want to do? You want to basically take copy it from there and basically take that data from here, put it in the next sheet. That's what you can put it here. Fine, everyone. So drag and drop. Okay, you can basically create it. So now this was a very simple example. If I show you any 10, okay, so templates. Can you see? You can create a template. Okay, so 3,200 templates they have given. Okay, say for example, okay, sales example again we can take. Okay, sales example. So you can take all these templates are ready almost. Okay, yeah. So CRM, okay, you can just use that. Let us see, Kudo sales. So you can just directly use it for free. These templates. Okay, people have created okay this kind of agents. Okay, very complex agents they have created. Okay, I'll show you some. Okay, but did you get an idea, everyone? Till now, what we are doing? You get an idea? So what is the takeaway from this? Okay, LLM is the brain. Okay, and you can add a lot of tools to this. Okay, I'll show you how to add the tools. Okay, what are the advantages with some proper use case. Okay, um, yeah. So takeaway. Okay, for today. Okay, we started at what 10:30. Na? So we'll have it like 1 hour, 1 hour 15 minutes. Okay, every day. So the takeaway is watch agentic AI, okay, and no code tools, okay, and LLM is the brain. You can add tools to it, okay. How to talk to an LLM prompt engineering is very important, okay. Even if this takeaway, so what you'll focus on? Focus on understanding the LLMs. Focus on okay, understand LLMs means what? Okay, which LLM to choose. That is what the information you need today. And how do you do prompt engineering? Okay, for people who are into that AI PM course, okay, what we teach is we basically show them a real project. Like if I'm the project manager, if I want to take the AI transformation in my company, where should I start? What project should I do? What is the methodology? Okay, how should I get the data? End-to-end projects. Okay, so it takes like 4 to 6 hours. Okay, like Saturdays and 4 to 6 hours Sundays, a lot of hands-on. Okay, so that is a paid course, but okay, that's further. Okay, so I'm just trying to show you. Okay, um, for a lot of like different roles will have different ideas. So now if you want to become an agentic engineer, okay, agentic engineer, okay, what do you need to do? You should be able to take this kind of all the models you should be able to access, all the tools you should be able to access, take some real use cases, go to Kaggle, okay, or Hugging Face, okay, try to use different open source models as well. Play around with this if you're trying to become an agentic okay engineer. If you're trying to become a data engineer, okay, then we'll talk about okay a little bit on SQL, okay, and further things. I'll talk about data engineering as well. If you want to become a data scientist, okay, then you should be able to understand a proper use case and able to understand okay what data do I need, okay, how do I take this model and how do I basically make an inference out of it, okay. So that's the end to end. Okay, data scientist is like a very senior role, okay. So today's role, okay, for this session, okay, you can become an agentic engineer, okay, which is basically very popular nowadays. You can become a freelancer also. You can become uh, in the company also. A lot of people are using it, okay. Yeah. So second thing, what we can do here, if you're a technical person, okay, you can become like this, okay. So let me show you. So for example, okay, if now as I said, okay, you are the stage 3, okay, general LLM, okay, you can become basically like a yeah, here you can use something like this, okay, yeah. So AI development with coding, either you can become a full stack, okay, or you become a Gen AI specialist, okay, or you become a data engineer, okay. Data scientist, okay, you'll require to understand big data and a little bit of all those things, okay. Yeah. And if you want to become, say, for example, AI engineer or AI project manager, okay, then you have to talk about again the whole life cycle and business case and all these things, okay. So you have to now find, okay, which is the area which you feel, okay, can go for. Again, don't get confused. If you are strong in your technical thing, okay, so now look at technical, okay, if you're coming from a database, if you are interested to go into big data engineering is the role to go for, okay. And further, okay, we also talked about, okay, vibe coding that day, okay. If you want to look at, okay, one more this one, okay, I'll just show you, okay, just to create that enthusiasm, okay. I don't know tomorrow how many people will go on, so be consistent in the sessions, okay. So don't so the problem with keeping it free is what, okay, people just use it like a Netflix movie, okay. So they come and they go, okay. Yeah, so that's the problem with giving. So if people who have paid like 1 lakh, 2 lakh rupees, okay, they're very serious, and then results also come there. So this is a problem we face, okay. But yeah, just in short, that day we talked about a food app, okay. We can basically, if I'm trying to lose weight, okay, what I can do is I can create apps like this, okay. So this is something new, okay. So Lovable is the simplest, okay. Now further we want to use something called as I'm trying to show you vibe coding. If you want to use this, okay, so Claude and Gemini CLI, okay, command line interface. Okay, that is what the most powerful vibe coding tools are there. Okay, this is like simpler tool which I want to start with. So simpler tool is basically what I want to say. For example, I want to take any example, any product we are trying to build. So I'm trying to build a step counter. Okay, step counter app. Okay, give me prompt for Lovable. Okay, step counter fitness app. We can say just this much. Okay, yeah, fitness app. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so let's see this, and it'll give you a prompt. Just put that prompt into this one. Okay, put this prompt into Lovable, and it should go on. Okay, got it. Yeah, and let us see. Okay, what prompt it is giving. Yeah, so design. Okay, this one. So basically, what it is asking is, okay. Yeah, can you see? Yeah, design a user-friendly visually step counter. Okay, app feature should be this. Okay, so 8,000 steps per day. Okay, visual dashboard. Okay, all it has given. Correct. So let us try to build this. Everyone, step counter. This is what we want in a step counter app. Just click on this, and in 2 minutes we'll create an app. Okay, I told you in the start. Okay, so that's what we'll try to look at. So you'll create an app like this. We can create so many apps. Okay, in fact, Swati has created some app. Okay, Swati is there. I think she has left. Okay, so now, okay, this is what, okay, everyone is trying to do. Now again, to see this agentic AI, what is it, the vibe coding work, this one is vibe coding, everyone. Okay, vibe coding means I am not doing anything. Okay, I've just put the prompt here. Okay, and it will basically what, okay, you can see the preview also. You can basically create an app, okay, in few seconds, and basically will publish as well. Okay, that's the power of, okay, vibe coding. Again, internally it is basically what, it's a coding LLM, you can say, a coding brain it has. So how to build that and all, we'll not go into that detail because we may not be focusing that. Yeah, so now in this one, okay, so the best ones are cursor .ai, okay, Gemini CLI, okay, Bolt is there, that's also good, and there's so many others as well nowadays. Okay, a lot of things are coming, but these are the foundation, these are very very popular. Okay, cursor, Bolt, Gemini CLI, okay. Yeah, so you'll go somewhere, you'll go there. Okay, so either Bolt or Cursor AI, okay, that is where you will, and Gemini CLI. Okay, Gemini CLI is free. Okay, CLI means command line interface, that is free. You can start from there. Okay, go to Cursor because Cursor will show you the actual code. I don't know whether this is showing the actual code. Yeah, so it is showing you how it is built. So you can see core features are this. Okay, design elements are this, code colors and style. Okay, yeah, and now you'll be able to see, okay, this preview as well, and you can basically use this as well. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so what we're saying is, okay, now as a project manager, the advantage of, as a product manager, project manager advantage is, okay, I can take any project, I can have agents which can give me all the details of the project. I can just give one liner, okay, so it can find the stakeholders, scope, schedule, cost, okay, most of the things it can do. Take the product features, put it here, okay, do like lot of vibe coding. So for mockup, I had to had 5 engineers, okay, 5 developers sitting with me, okay, just to build a mockup. One project I remember had taken 1 month, okay, 1 month to just create a mockup. Okay, so these things are not required now, correct? These things are not required now. So now you'll be able to easily, okay, you should be able to easily create at least mockups you can create. Okay, yeah, yeah. So is it coming up? Let's see. So any project, okay, so can you see 80-90%, okay, the work AI is doing, okay, can you see step counter is here, okay, start tracking. So target is 8,000, okay, you can basically enter, okay, like this, I can say start tracking, and it is tracking the goals, okay. You can add, say, app should allow, is it allowing to enter, okay, should allow to enter steps on particular date. Okay, and so again, I'm talking in the NLP language. Okay, in a human language form, still is able to understand, able to articulate, and basically create like this. Okay, yeah, this week. Okay, so now can I add it here? Yeah, 5,000, 8,000. What is the target I've kept? Yeah. So now, okay, it is now again, okay, it is putting a date picker, manual step for entry. Okay, and basically it is doing this one as well. Fine. Yeah. So let's see how it comes up. It is now, can you see it is adding these components. So now this app is basically what you can publish this app as well. Okay. If I give you this app, okay, you'll be able to see this. Okay, I'll just paste it. Okay, you can see this app as well. Okay, I'll just paste it in the chat box. You can all use it. Okay, right now, and you can deploy it as well. Okay, so this is the app. Can you see? Yeah, I can basically, you can start using it. I can deploy it on this one as well. Right. Yeah. Yeah. So for starting, okay, developable is easier. That's why I took it. Okay. So today we have just talked a little bit, okay, simpler things. So let me see if it is adding that. Yeah, now it will give a date picker, okay, and from the date you can enter this one as well. But on the whole, can you see some basic things it can do? Okay, the more you are able to articulate, the more you are able to understand. If you can give the PRD, okay, product requirement document, it will basically create a very detailed, a good one app as for you as well. Can you see? It has added it's adding the functionality, okay, and date picker has come. Can you see it has taken a name also? Okay, given some good coloring as well. Yeah. So all these things it will do on its own. Okay, DS3 burn calories today, goal pending, date picker it is putting, I think so now. Replace the one with the tabbed interface. Okay, so it is creating tabs like this. So I will add a lot of things. Okay, so this was the basic things I just wanted to show. Okay, and further we will have a look. Okay, so we'll go a deep dive. Okay, but what I want you to do is basically find for example, say Abhay, myself. Okay, Rohan has left. Okay, so Rohan is basically going to AI for project management. Okay, where we can lead, okay, our transformation. Okay, AI transformation of the company. Uh, Somebody who's a developer, he can basically do a lot of vibe coding. Like Swati does it. Okay, Swati was here, right? So she does a lot of vibe coding and she has created so many apps. Okay, on her own. Okay, somebody who understands business. Okay, a little bit business. Okay, he can go for a agentic AI. Okay, and the drag and drop is there, right? Just take any, so and there are so many templates out there. Okay, so go to YouTube and start doing it. Can you see? Today is here. Okay, history is here. So today I can enter uh, log steps. Okay, can you see the date picker has come now? Pick a date. So say today's date, 8th July will take. Okay, yeah, and we'll say okay, we did 5,000. Okay, save steps. My pick a date, sorry, 8th July. Okay. Is it having a problem? Yeah, save steps. Yeah, and the goal is here. Okay, so yeah, it can do that. Can you see? It may have some issues. Okay, so can you see? Okay, so what are the targets you have? Okay, steps for date. Okay, yeah, like this. Okay, how many this one you have? Okay, you have a history as well. Correct? Like this it will take. Okay, so demo products, okay, not very complex. Okay, you can tell the architecture. Okay, so the framework you want to use, all this, okay, you basically use that. Okay, so this is done by some people who thought that their coding was becoming very difficult, so they have created this app. So we want to create some this kind of apps. Fine, this kind of, so vibe coding, agentic AI, okay, understanding LLM, Gen AI. Okay, that is what, okay, the latest things are. Okay, yeah, in agentic, okay, as we say, okay, how to connect different tools, how to talk to different agents, how can have we have army of agents, that's what we look at. So that's the next level for that, right? So come out with, okay, what you want to do in this AI field. Like, again, horizontally you can understand all these things. There are a lot many things. Okay, it'll take years and years to understand all these things. But yeah, if you understand, okay, if you feel that okay, LLM, okay, we want to or company want to build say a private LLM, how does, so that is the use case you are trying to look at. Then you create a goal like that, and then we'll try to understand okay, how do you build a private LLM. We can basically, you can build your own chat GPT. Okay, a lot of people now, companies have a concern, they don't want to put their data on chat GPT, right? They want to have their own internal private LLM. So how do you do that? If you want to have a more control agent, you can do the agent with coding. How do you do that? Okay, so these are the things which I want you to cover, okay, which I want to cover in this kind of course. Is it interesting, everyone? But ideally you should have a goal, otherwise you will get lost. It is like in the forest, I want to do everything. In the forest, if I have a true north, okay, exactly this is what I want to reach, that river, okay, so that I can get out of this forest, then okay, I will be able to find a path. Otherwise I'll get lost in the forest. So this AI is very vast field, okay, you will get lost. So if you have computer vision, okay, if you are interested there, okay, you can go there. So up to a point I can take you, okay, beyond that, okay. But some things are very fundamental, okay. Prompt engineering is very fundamental, understanding LLMs is very fundamental, okay. Agentic AI is very fundamental, okay. So that is what, okay, is there. Whatever you do, you will use this, okay. That is why we have taken the most common things and we have tried to understand, right? Abhay, Alam, okay, Nimat, okay, so is it good? Athar, Tania, Shoaib, okay, Sidhu, good for today. Yeah, and I will add a lot more things. Okay, you can also suggest. Okay, yeah, Nimat, you can go on, and we all can suggest. Okay, what you want to discuss. Okay, yeah, there are a lot many things. Okay, again, even if I go for say the existing tools also, it will take say 5 days just to show you the tools. Okay, so there are so many powerful things ChatGPT can do. Okay, you can basically create your own. We can create your own chatbot. Okay, for example, if you see here, okay, this is my own chatbot. Okay, and the PMP expert. You can ask any question on PMP. It is trained on that. Okay, so tan AI, okay, tan IQ, something like this. Yeah. See, RAG is what I'll tell you. The best example is here. Okay, so now say for example, Nemath is asking what is RAG. Okay, RAG is retrieval augmented generation. Okay, so this Chat GPT has a lot of general knowledge. Okay, generally it is knows everything. But I want to say, for example, I want to create a new this one. Okay, so I want to create a new personalized GPT. How do you create that? Okay, so I'll go here, uh, or just a minute. Customize chat GPT. Okay, so I want to create a chat GPT now. So for example, if I want to create a chat GPT, okay, now say for example, okay, this is customizing, not this. This is customizing. Uh, uh, yeah, GPTs. Yeah, I want to create a new GPT. Okay. So now, for example, say I wanted to have this PMP. Okay, chatbot. Okay, or let me go to GPTs. Okay, and let me say I want to create a new chat GPT. Right. I want to create my GPT. So now, okay, Nimat is basically say, for example, now I want to create a chatbot, okay, for my company. So maybe ChatGPT doesn't know about my company. So what I should do? I should give it a lot of information. I should give a knowledge to this. Correct? Knowledge. What is the knowledge? Okay, I'll give my company files, my company website, and all. So this, in short, is called, okay. This is basically what, whenever I say that instruction, whenever you are basically answering any question, okay, refer this knowledge. Okay, refer this knowledge. Okay, this is called as, okay, retrieval augmented generation. So you give a latest information. Okay, it is not a generic information. It's like, okay, you can give it for reference. Okay, I'll upload the files from here. Yeah. So in short, that is RAG. Okay, you can understand. Okay. So now agents, everything will cover. Don't worry. Okay, so we'll cover that as well. Fine. But overall, okay, was it very able to understand? Okay, what I wanted to show you. Okay, so I think so. I lost. I uh, left in between. Okay, just 2 minutes before we close. I will try to share this. Okay. I will try to share this. Sorry, where is it? Yeah. Share this Google Doc, okay, but it is it's very very detailed. Okay, that is why I have not given it. So what I was trying to show you is this. Okay, so we had three words. Okay, one is, okay, manually we used to do it. Now it's software. Now automation, okay, came. Okay, systems can talk to each other. Okay, so now if you look at software 1.0 was we used to write a computer program. Okay, now second was, okay, we're trying to uh, train the models. Third is what we're just trying to prompt the LLMs. Right? Yeah. So four elements. Okay, 1.0, can you see human writes the code? 2.0, model learns from data. 3.0, LLM generates or adapts. Okay, code answers from prompts. Getting it, everyone, now? Yeah. So what is the difference? Okay, that's what I've given here. So software 2.0 was traditional machine learning. Okay, this is modern machine learning, Gen AI machine learning. Okay, and now new idea. That is what you should basically focus on. Okay, focus on 3.0 more. Okay, so classical you can learn. Okay, so if you want to become a data scientist, okay, a lot of people say algorithms and all. Okay, that you have to learn, but now you should focus on LLMs. Okay, yeah, LLMs. Okay, language models, NLP. Okay, generative AI. Okay, so that's what. Okay, and no code is what Langflow. Okay, and with code is make an NLM. Okay, agentic AI, that's what we want to focus on. Okay, so I have invested 2 years. Okay, and then okay, I felt this is the best. Okay, which you should do right now. Okay, so this coming from a lot of research. Okay, I'm not randomly saying this. Okay, yeah, can you see? So classical machine learning is making predictions. Okay, generative AI is what generating new data. Okay, so output type is what labels and all. Okay, this is natural language images. So this can do a lot of things. Okay, we saw that, right? Examples about spam detection, churn. Okay, here we are trying to use all these tools. Okay, this is called foundational models, correct? Yeah, model types is what decision tree. Okay, we used to use these algorithms. Okay, XGBoost, logistic regression. Here we are using transformers, diffusion models, and GANs. Okay, so in a generative AI, the third latest. Okay, so here structured tabular data, here unstructured data, we definitely Gen AI can understand. You can just upload an image, upload a video, it can basically give you information. Okay, yeah. So learning type is supervised, unsupervised. Here it is pre-trained foundational model. Okay, fine tuning if needed. Fine. So examples: credit scoring, forecasting, as I discussed here, content creation, summarization, conversation. Fine. So this table is clear a little bit now. Evolution. This is very important to understand. This will give you some clarity about okay, what is AI. Otherwise, a lot of confusion is there. Okay. AI you are able to understand now. So basically, machines okay becoming more and more intelligent. Okay. First we started with building models with it. Now we are basically using foundation models. Okay, to basically um, specialize for our work. And we are also now going to agentic AI, which is basically what taking some actions. Okay, taking some actions. Fine. So let's stop here today. Okay, so 12 o'clock, and tomorrow again and day after, okay, we'll have these sessions. Okay, so you can just suggest the topic as well. Join this group. Okay, I'll just try to give you the link. Okay, uh, join tomorrow. Join consistently. Otherwise, it will not give you value. Fine. And this kind of sessions are very costly. Okay, so outside even we charge very high. So it's coming for free. Okay, why not join it? Okay, yeah. So go ahead and join it. So hopefully you can now again big picture we understood. Okay, now we'll go into detail. Okay, fine everyone. Was it a good session, everyone? Give me a thumbs up if it is good. Okay. Yeah, perfect. And Abhay, okay, and Sidhu, anyone wants to join, okay, feel free to join here. This we are just trying to build a community and just trying to help each other. Okay, trying to come out more. 2 3 months, you should at least get some monetization. Okay, that's the target. Okay, that's the target, and it requires a lot of learning. Okay, so take our help. Okay, so we are here to help only. Okay, so yeah, perfect. Okay, so that's the idea. Fine, everyone. Yeah. So good night. Okay, tomorrow we meet again. Okay, so this was the idea I wanted to give you today because this gives a lot of clarity. Otherwise, a lot of confusion. If you want to go to the statistic path, okay, traditional ML, okay, I'll show you how this be done. Okay, so Gen AI ML, okay, how do you want to do it done? And now new ideas, vibe coding and all, okay, that how to do it. Okay, that is what okay, 3 areas I feel like usually we should try to focus. Fine, perfect. We'll meet tomorrow again. Okay, same time 10:30. See you then, everyone. Okay, good night. Take care.